Hello there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Exploration Mode. So, today is the day that they usually release some sort of patch, at least the day that I'm recording this on. I usually record one day before, so you're getting this on a Friday, I'm recording on a Thursday, and they didn't release any patch, and they said that they're working on something, and it's going to be released tomorrow, which kind of has me interested because what on earth could they be working on that they actually needed to wait for? So maybe it's something big, maybe it's nothing at all, but I find it a little bit interesting, and that means we're going to have a rare Saturday episode of Space Engineers coming, because I really do want to do an update on that, so I'll be making a video, which is today for you, so on Friday I'll be making a video and be releasing it on Saturday about the new update, whatever that happens to be. I hope it's something cool. Let's depressurize the chamber in here. Alright, so what are we going to be doing today, because there's really no update to take a look at? Well, once that thing's done sucking up all the atmosphere, we are going to wander outside, and we are going to get ourselves some more water, because we are... well, we really don't have any water stores left. And if we want to pressurize the interior of our space base Bravo right here, or spaceship Bravo, really, because it's a spaceship now, that means that we have to go find somewhere to go mining. And I just realized there is no antenna on this, I don't think. Which means that we're going to have to put an antenna on here just so that we don't lose the location of our space base and stuff. Oh, there's a military mine layer off in the distance. Well, that is cool. Do we have a ship that we could go... well, actually, the military mine layers are fairly heavily armed. I don't want to accidentally get one of my ships destroyed yet. We really do need to make a heavy gunship like we made in our regular survival world, like the Spectre or something like that. The Spectre could really dish out damage and take it in return. Whereas we really don't have anything like that. We have small ships that can, you know, fight smaller ships, but they're good for capturing, well, unarmed ships, really unarmed ships, not well-armed ships, but unarmed ships, but yeah, we could really use something like that. So, well, let's go and attach an antenna to this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, just go, I think, to Assembler 4 and tell it to make everything for a compact antenna. Actually, I have a lot of the stuff I need for antennas, so I might as well just grab some stuff. Probably need some small steel tubes, steel plate. Yeah, let's get started on that then. I think we can put the... let's see, we should be able to put a compact antenna right there, maybe. I think it's short enough. Well, nope, the compact antenna is just a tad bit too large. Where can we fit the compact antenna that won't hinder anything? Well, I could stick it off to the side right here. It wouldn't look pretty, but that way we could also do scans and stuff like that and see if we can find anything cool just floating out in space. Granted, we wouldn't be able to capture it with this ship. And I know I don't really need an antenna on here, but I just like having one for safety's sake. I think that's the color that... well, actually, the color of this ship was a lot brighter. Let's kick up the saturation, I think. Nope. Value. Kick up the saturation. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. I wish I could... well, I suppose I can match colors if I really wanted to, but it's not a priority, and it's not the end of the world. In fact, that's actually pretty close. Alright. Let's get here, place that there, and what else do we need? We need 60 small steel tubes, a bunch of radio communication components, and some computers, so that's it. Well, we got pretty much everything, I think, inside of our, some of our cargo containers, so I don't think I'll really have to make anything. Let's drop off that stuff. We want some computers. Just a couple of you guys. We'll bring a couple extra with us in case we ever take any damage, and we need those radio communication components. So let's see if we have any of those left. Nope, that would be it. So we need to go to our production assembler 4, and we need to make like 30 of them. We'll make 40 of them. 45. Alright. And it's just about done. So let's go. There we go. And a yoink. It'll take a couple of trips for us to get all of them, but that shouldn't really take too long. Alright, and oh yeah, that's right, small steel tubes. Forgot about that, but we need 12 more radio communication components and 50 small steel tubes. Well, we'll take those, and we need an additional 10, so small steel tubes. That's girder. That's a small steel tube. We'll take 10 more of you guys. Well, we'll take a couple extra in case we take damage. We always would like to have extras on us. And now radio communication components, need 12 of those. Well, we don't need 26. We will drop off. Let's just drop off 8. 8, excuse me. And we'll keep a couple extra on us. Like I said before, you should probably put a spare cargo container. Ooh, it looks like one of our gyroscopes broke off. That is unfortunate. Looks like we took damage somehow. We always take damage, and I don't know how it happens. Gotta repair this stuff, otherwise it will damage the rest of our blocks, like the important small reactors, because if we don't have those, we're not flying. Alright, well, we do have enough. I don't think we need 3 gyroscopes on our ship. Oh, we need an additional 5. I miscounted. Thought we only needed 50, not 60. Oop. Small steel tubes. We will grab a bunch of you. We only need 5, but we'll take 15. Alright, now we're going to go off on a little adventure and find ourselves some ice. And we're going to hopefully mine a lot of it so we don't have to go mining for ice. At least not for a while. And, well. Alright. Now, I'm not entirely sure where I got the ice from the first time, but all I know is that if I go to an asteroid, which I haven't been to before, we will be able to find ice. So, I think we've been to that asteroid cluster over there. Which one have we not been to? Let's look up. Any asteroids up here? Not really. There's some asteroids off in the distance. Let's go to this one. This one looks promising. And actually, let's go to... Well, I want to go to one that has like a cluster around it. Let's go to this one over by Space Base Alpha. Well, actually, these are a lot closer. Yeah, let's go to the ones that are closer. Go to this one, and then if that one doesn't have it, there's another asteroid fairly close. And then I think we'll just do a little short jump cut, and we'll meet you when we are there. Okay, well, I made it to this asteroid, and this is clearly one that we've mined before, because there is a nice little hole from this particular ship itself. So, yeah, this is where we got a lot of our silicon, where we got a lot of our gold, where we got a lot of our iron as well. I think there was some cobalt on here, too. Yep, so it looks like we're going to have to find another asteroid to go mine, unfortunately. And here I was thinking that I was picking one that we've never been to before. There is a little donut-looking asteroid somewhere. Yeah, that one. I've never been to this one before. There might be ice on it. At the very least, I know there's uranium on... Oh, actually, you know what? I think we did mine this one because there was uranium on this one. So, we might actually have to go off on a little exploration adventure and get pretty far away from our base. I mean, right now we're 14,000 meters away from our base. And that's quite a ways. In fact, we're actually getting pretty close to Space Base Alpha. Which is kind of strange. Is that ice down there? Maybe that is. Nope, that's definitely not ice. It's not blue enough. Because ice shows up as some sort of bluish tinged rock. There's some platinum and other good stuff here too. Yeah, I think I mined this one as well, which is why there's no ice showing up on this one. Well, this actually might be a problem. trying to find a asteroid that I haven't at least mined a little bit of. Well, I'm gonna pick an asteroid, go in that direction, and see what we can find. Let's see here, there's Space Base Alpha over there, so if I go in this direction, I won't lose sight of home at least. So let's find another asteroid in this direction. There we go, that one I don't think I've ever been to, so... Well, let's continue on. I'll meet you guys when we're there. Alright, so I was flying around the world. The asteroid we went to didn't have anything. However, this one, I mean, there's 3 asteroids in a really close proximity, so there has to be some ice around here. And it's very interesting looking because it looks as though something was supposed to spawn there and it just, you know, didn't. Which is kind of cool, kind of interesting, but that's what happens with procedurally generated asteroids, I suppose. So, well, there's all sorts of really, really good ores in here, but... Ooh, there's ice. I see ice. And let's see how much is there. Man, we gotta bookmark this area because... Yeah, this is a really, really good mining location. It has every single resource, I think. It has gold, platinum, silver, uranium, iron, cobalt, magnesium. No, it even has nickel. And it has ice. So, you know what we're going to do? We are going to bookmark this area in our GPS. Either that or we can actually make a little way station. I don't know if we have enough materials on us to... make a... Well, this is an odd looking thing. There's just like a tumor of ice on top of it, but... Oops, I almost damaged my drill. Anyhow, I suppose that's what happens. This probably spawned in before ice was in the game, so they had to add ice somehow, so they just plopped it on top. Anyhow, I think we might make a little way station for this, because this has all of the resources we need. And I think... we're going to save some of this ice. We don't want to use up all. I mean, yeah, that's probably enough. How much ice do we have? 102,000 ice. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Alright, so what do we don't really have anything to make a way station with, unfortunately. So I may kind of sort of regret this, but I am going to grind off our compact antenna. I'm going to grind off some of the plates on here, and I'm going to steal one of the reactors. And we're going to make a small little way station with an antenna saying this is going to be our new mining base, because this has everything that we could possibly need. And then we can bring our space base Bravo over here. It's 15,000 meters in that direction, and then we can thoroughly mine it, and we can reclaim the lost parts of our ship. So that's why I like bringing extra parts with me, and I didn't really bring that many extra parts with me, unfortunately. So, well, let's get to the brutalization of my ship and destroying it. I'm so sorry, but I need to do it. Alright. So, new station. We are going to place this on the surface of this asteroid over here. And let's place it... It's just going to be a small little beacon of sorts. There we go. And let's go grab a reactor. And then we are going to grab our antenna, and I think that's all we will need. We should still have more than enough power to get back home. I know it's not advised to do this, but... And let's yoink up that uranium over there. And let's gather this then. Okay, well, ooh, did I just suck up everything? Where did all my... Oh no, my components! Go in there, go in there, go in there, go in there. Before my components fly away. Come back here. I need you. I need you. Inventory. Oh, crap. Well, at least some of them aren't floating away. Some of them are sticking to our ship. Okay, well, there you are. Okay, it looks like we're going to be able to grab everything. Well, that was unadvised. There we go. Got you. Now where are the large steel tubes? They're drifting off. Got you. Alright. Okay, I think we avoided a catastrophe of sorts. Oh, and I think we are missing our girders, perhaps? Well, we're gonna have to take a look around to make sure we have everything, but I think we do. Yeah, I think we got everything. Don't see anything else floating off. Okay, well, let's go place our stuff down. And there we go. Alright. And let's grab the stuff that we threw in the cargo container for safekeeping. Do we have our small steel tubes? We have some small steel tubes. I think we need more than that. Yeah, I think our small steel tubes are missing. Uh-oh. I don't see them anywhere. Oh well, we'll make what we can, I suppose. And let's go get our reactor. Let's put this right here. Oh, I need small steel, or I need steel plate for that. Oh, where'd my ship go? There's my ship. I might have to grind away some other parts of my ship, even though I really don't want to get the rest of the things that we need. Okay, well, let's grab the rest of this stuff. Okay, we have those. Oh, I need steel plate. That's what I really need. That. This, and that. Alright, we'll grab the radio communication components in a bit. Yeah, we are missing steel tubes, but I think we can salvage those from other parts of the ship. And the ship should still be able to make it back in one piece. Well, mostly one piece. There we go. And we have enough to make the reactor, which is always good. And, nope. Throw that in there. Now, what do we need for this? We just need those radio communication components and 55 small steel tubes, which are missing. What else on my ship has small steel tubes? Do you have small steel tubes on you? No. What about you? Do you have small steel tubes on you? Small steel tubes? Yeah, you have 12. Not enough to finish it, though. What about you? No. No. What about you? Yes. Oh, but then there goes all my ice. Small steel tubes on this. I think I'll have to salvage some parts from the large drill, unfortunately. I think we're done mining this episode. We got the ice, and the ice is in our cargo container, so that shouldn't be an issue. And I really do want to save this location, so that's why I'm going through all the trouble of salvaging my ship. Alright. Now we just need the 9 other radio communication components. And then these small steel tubes. So 9 of you. And then we will grind away, not all of, but enough of our drills so that we can get all of the materials we need. Nope, we don't want to put that in our reactor. Herp-a-lerp-a-derp. Okay, now we just need those 55, or 45 rather, small steel tubes. So nothing is in our drill right now, so we can safely do this without bad things happening. Also, we gotta make sure that when our inventory's full, we put it in the cargo container so it doesn't, you know, drift off into space like it did previously. Whoop. I need that welder. Get back here. In fact, now that we have extra steel plates, I might be able to reinforce the ship, because I kind of did take it apart when I shouldn't have. Because that is a structural component that I just, you know, decided to remove. Okay, and now we need to grab, I think we can grab the, oh, almost got to the small steel tubes, just need to, ooh, yay, small steel tubes, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright. Take 2 more grinding trips and then we'll have enough small steel tubes for the beacon. I should always carry enough extra parts on me to make this beacon without having to grind away my ship. I think that's something I'll be doing in the future then. I think I usually kept spare parts on my my actual scout ship, but not on my mining ship, because usually I don't go scouting with my mining ship, but oh well, things happen. There we go. And we are going to call this our mining beacon. So compact antenna, mining, whoops, caps lock must be on, mining beacon. Okay, there we go. Mining beacon, yay! Alright, now let's make it back to Space Base Bravo, where we can repair our ship. We can drop off our ice, and we will go from there. Alright. Well, I guess we really didn't need that extra power. Well, yeah, maybe we did. But it's not as, you know, dire as I thought it would be. Alright, so Space Base Bravo, here we come. Alright, well, we are back at Space Base Bravo. We are going to dock and deposit, well, we should actually deposit our ice at the Voyager craft, because that's the one that has the oxygen generator on it right now. Actually, nah, we'll do it at Space Base Bravo, because they're going to need the ice the most. So let's dock as soon as we can. Alright. Yeah, everything's going pretty well. Despite the fact we're missing half of our ship. Alright. Uh-oh. I forgot to change the range of the antenna, so we kind of lost it. But we know what general direction it was. It was down there. In fact, I think it's that large cluster of asteroids down there, so if we travel in this general direction, we're going to be able to pick up the antenna again. So yeah, I forgot to change the range to 50,000, so it's stuck at 10,000. So if I travel 2,000 or 3,000 meters in that direction, we'll be able to find it again. But, well, wouldn't be an episode of Space Engineers with me if I didn't do something stupid. So there we go. I met the quota for this episode. And let's dock. Oop, oop, almost. And can we get there? Back up a bit. There we go. And lock. Okay, now we're going to transfer most of the ice, not all of it, into this cargo container. We'll transfer, how about 80,000, confirm. And the rest we're going to keep, and we're going to put in our Voyager spacecraft. So, come on. Away we go. There we go. Now let's dock to our... Ow. Not good. I just broke off all of our retro thrusters. I think all of our retro thrusters. No, all but one. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode before I break anything else. So, next episode, obviously, a little bit of repairs. And then we're going to hopefully start filling this, at least the interior of the station, with oxygen. So, well, I think that'll be it for this episode. Thank you, folks, for watching. And I will see you guys next time.